Welcome to Ingrid's World. My name is Ingrid Paris Hicklin, and on this show, you will meet the owners of Hawk's Barbecue and Seafood Restaurant, Melvin and Lauretta Crawley. They have been serving the Richmond community for over 50 years. On this show, you will learn how to fix some delicious barbecue and maybe some seafood too. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting
Melvin.
us. Ingrid, pleasure.
Lauretta. Okay, what we cooking in Ingrid's World?
Well, we got our famous homemade barbecue that's made from scratch daily, and that's the key to it.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Homemade scratch.
Barbecue.
Yeah. Barbecue.
Yes.
All right.
Our butts are baking in the oven all night long, and they're chopped hot, seasoned hot, and we make our own barbecue sauce too.
Oh,
and
my
so
word.
we all do it when it's hot, so it's marinated. So when you get our barbecue, it's the best you've ever eaten.
Oh my goodness.
World's best barbecue, yes.
You know, when I was doing the research for this show, I saw that you all have been in operation for how long?
50 years, on 51 years.
51 years.
Yes.
But what does it take for 51 years?
Well, by the grace of God and a good recipe, a great marriage to a lady that knows how to cook.
All right,
I
now.
mean, really know how to cook.
All right.
And then the desire too was for us. We came from a large family. I did, and her mother had their own restaurant, which was Obie's Grill, and then I was Hawk's Barbecue. So when we got married, the thing we promised that we will never go back in the barbecue business because we wanted to live our life without the restaurant. But the demand for our food was so great. And coming as a family member, we decided to keep the name going and the recipe because we were so popular throughout the whole country.
And I see you shaking your head right through all this. What was your take on this?
Well, we both had careers that were different from the restaurant. And I said, oh, I don't know if I want to do that because I grew up in it. When you're in a restaurant family, they put you to work.
Okay.
And
Wow.
so when he said, okay, I think I'm going in the restaurant business, I said, okay, well, I can do that like the back of my hand because I've been doing it since I was like maybe 10.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I saw you shaking your head like that. And so you were doing it since you were 10. You said you formerly
I worked in radiology. I was a radiology technologist and a supervisor for a hospital.
Oh my goodness.
And that was in the insurance business.
And you were in
I've been on the insurance business, yes, for years. Yep.
For years.
Yep. We both broke our promises. We said we weren't going back in the restaurant.
But you all are here smiling and smelling good food.
Yes.
So it seems like you all made the right choice.
The right choice.
Oh
yes.
my goodness.
Yes.
So what do we have here that you're going to be putting together for
Okay,
us?
we're famous mainly for our whole menu, but our entire menu consists of our fish and barbecue and crab cakes. So when we actually make our barbecue at night, like I said, it bakes all night long in the oven, which is great.
Wow.
And then when we chop it, ours is a chop barbecue, so we actually chop with a meat cleaver by hand. And then we season it and we marinate it, and we put our own barbecue sauce in it, so it's nice and hot when you get it. So when you get it from our stand, it's just like it came out of the oven. Always fresh, always delicious. Now on our fish, our lake trout, the only way you can really cook lake trout is that it has to, if it's gonna be fresh, we cut them, gut them, clean them before you even get those fish, and we fry them fresh with our own batter.
Gut 'em.
Yep, cut them, gut them. We have people cut, gut, and clean. So when you get in our fish, it's always fresh. And most of the time, our fish come like 10, 12 inches long. We only bought a sample today because we wanted to fry it a little fry. But we're known for our fresh lake trout because it's known for that. And we also have whiting. Some people don't like to eat bones. They like to have just all meat.
You didn't say white.
Yeah, we got the whitings too. But now we do have people who don't want anything but lake trout. They're not going to hardly eat whitings. Then we got those who don't want the whiting, they want lake trout. So we actually have a menu of customer following that we give them what they desire and we give it to them right every time.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
I was on your website and it says like you really are customer service.
Customer service.
Oh my goodness, the
100%
epitome
correct.
of customer service.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I noticed that and I said, wow. I said, well, we'll fix it the way you like it. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because we have some people who have salt restrictions. They can't have salt or any seasoning on their fish. We just fry it separate in a separate fryer or in a separate basket so that their fish is the way they want
Oh,
it.
I love what you're saying. So let's say if I can't have salt.
Right.
I mean, and to be honest with you, a lot of people are in that situation,
Correct.
unfortunately.
Correct.
And so you're able to adjust to that.
They tell the cashier, we write it on their ticket, no salt or little salt, or whatever seasoning they want. Then when we cook it in the back, we give them back the same amount that they asked for in the beginning. Now the other thing is our crab cakes. We're known well for our crab cakes.
Yes.
We have like king crab cakes, so the meat in there is delicious. delicious.
So now,
And,
what is king crab?
Well, it's a mixture of different types of crab meat, which is really very expensive. But we have them at an affordable price, mainly because we have them made for us. So it's king crab cake. I will say is a much better crab cake than just a regular crab cake. It's delicious.
Wow.
Lump crab meat. Yes.
Lump crab meat. Oh my gosh. So I better let you all start, doing. So are we fixing something here?
Yes. We can
Okay.
do
Let me
the toast.
let you go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And we grill our. I'm not going off camera. We actually grill our bread on the flat top, like old-fashioned toast.
Wait a minute. What my grandmother used to do that.
Exactly. We grill it on
We
our
didn't-
flat top.
You know what?
You didn't have to worry about a toaster.
I'm dating myself, okay? I'm dating myself. But I can remember the excitement we had in the house when we got a toaster.
Correct. Yep. Yep. And the purpose of grilling the bread, it actually goes all the way through the bread, and it's nice and hot when it comes out. Delicious. Miss Crawley, want to go with the fish?
So because I was looking at that.
Well, let me explain to what you're doing with the fish line.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we first season it
Go ahead.
with this is a mixture of cayenne
seasoning.
and
Of your
black pepper.
seasonings.
seasoning.
Okay.
And then a little salt if you want it. If you don't,
I want. Okay.
Right.
I want some salt.
okay.
And the fish
then
has to be wet.
Yeah, it has to be wet.
when you mill it down and when you season it, because you want the taste to go over to the bone, and so
And the fish got to be wet.
has to be
Right.
wet.
So that the meal will stay on it.
Okay,
'cause
so
it's a
I
dry
guess I
meal.
never could work at your restaurant. I'm drying the fish and trying to get it just right, and then can't figure out why it don't
And then we
taste
have to
right.
get the oil has to be at the right temperature,
correct.
and then we drop it in with the meat side down, and it just fries.
With the meat side down.
The meat side down so it
The open
cooks, and then
side
we
down.
flip it over.
Correct. And that's because on both sides.
Yeah.
Some people don't, but if you don't do it on both sides, one side may become harder, the other side may not be done at all. So we flip them. Some folks don't take the time to do it, but if you're going to do it right, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And then the results of what we cook actually, these are smaller pieces, but it comes out nice
Oh my
and brown
word.
and crispy on both sides.
Oh.
And that's the whiting. That's the
And that's the
whiting.
whiting. And I,
And they come a lot larger than that. And the lake
they
trout
come
is
a lot
different.
larger than that.
And here's a part of the lake trout and white. We cut them in half to
Oh
get
my
them to fry.
gosh.
But it's always toasted and juicy on the inside.
Oh my
That makes
goodness.
a big difference.
Oh.
The crab cake.
The crab cake.
Oh, yeah. That's
Oh,
our
let's
king
talk
crab
crab
cake.
cake.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah.
That's
on
pretty.
both sides.
Pretty.
And use the gloves, Miss Crawley. You got the gloves.
Yeah, that's okay. That's the display for
Yeah, that's a display.
That's
No,
a
I believe
display.
that. Yes. Mhm.
Of course, if I'm hard pressed,
Oh, we have enough here.
Yeah, and we
Also,
serve.
go ahead.
Yeah, we serve side orders with it. This is just a few of the things that we have. We also do baked beans that we make ourselves. They're not bought at a store. We actually make the baked beans with chopped onions and green peppers sautéed in it.
Oh, my
and
word.
bake on
And we
the,
make it fresh.
and you make it fresh.
Right.
And our potato salad and coleslaw is made especially for us.
Right.
And so when you get most people eat a barbecue with coleslaw. And then our French fries are Cajun fries. So when we actually drop the fries, we have a
little
Cajun
Cajun
season we put on it, and it gives an extra kick. So trust
Oh, my
me, the
God.
best
Or you can
fries.
get them plain too, because that's if it's a dietary restriction, you just get the plain French fries and do
Let's
it
do some
yourself.
bread, Lauretta. Put this back
it
on
back
here.
on it.
And butter some bread. I'm sure it comes up.
Okay.
Okay, but this is what we do with
Okay.
the bread.
And is that butter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
You know, I forgot how to do that.
Well, it'll come back.
It'll
And we
come
have
back.
Yeah. We have a grill used just for the bread.
Yeah,
we
it's
just only do
flat
bread on
top.
the grill. Yep. Because we want nothing to come out there but the bread.
Loving it, loving it. Okay, and that's how, and it comes out like
Comes
that.
out
Yeah.
nice and brown.
I thought I said I didn't see them bring a toaster.
No, we didn't bring toast.
I'm sure how it's gonna look when it come out.
Oh my word!
It was just like that.
Oh, it's so pretty. It's beautiful.
And we just flip it
And
over.
all of
so
our
it's
bread,
like-
all of our bread actually grilled.
Oh, your bread is grilled.
The barbecue buns and all grilled.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
You do.
Loving
The only
it.
reason we don't do it is if you can't have the butter.
Okay, if you can't have the butter. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Wow.
When it actually comes out, it's real bread, and I'll use my hand for now.
Sure.
It looks just like that
Oh, I
on
love
both
it.
sides, and it
It's
melts
so
in your
pretty.
mouth. Yes.
It's so pretty.
And it melts right in your mouth along with the food. Now, if the fish is hot, which it is, and the bread is hot, most folks eat it before they get out the store because they want it nice and fresh.
And I'm one of the most folks. I'm one of the most folks. I mean, like,
Yeah.
pay for my stuff, and I be peeking in the, you know how it is, and you get it,
Oh, we
and then
know.
when you get home, then you try to hide the box
Yep.
Right.
to let know
Exactly.
that you weren't there.
Yes.
And you know, ate their pieces too.
Yeah.
We have a lot of comical stories about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
We also do hamburgers and cheesesteaks, and we always cook those fresh too. All done per order. We chop our cheesesteaks on the grill with the onions and peppers inside the steak. So when you're actually eating it, you're eating a cheesesteak with onions and peppers on the inside. Folks love fresh cheesesteaks. So all of our food is grilled fresh, or it's baked fresh, or it's fried fresh.
So here's our fish here, and you put it in here. Now we're gonna put that in the pan.
That's going
No,
on.
that'll go. That'll go in the fryer.
Excuse
We'll put that in
him,
the-
excuse him.
It's
What?
already seasoned.
It's already
So I'm going to
seasoned.
paste it meat side
See, I
down.
don't even have the right equipment. Oh my goodness.
You turned it off?
Yeah, you told me to turn it on.
Yeah, but it was the but that's okay,
okay.
because we're really getting the whole idea.
Yeah.
So it goes inside here. All right.
Well, actually, a deep fryer.
a deep fryer. Wow.
Yeah, we have large. We have a 50-pound deep fat fryer. We can cook like 50, 75 fish at one time because our crab is that big, and so we can drop them all. We have fryers for lake trout and for the whitings.
Oh,
so
my
we can do like 50 to 100 pounds of fish in no time. Yeah.
Oh, I just see it bubbling, and I know our viewers are seeing that
Oh,
too.
yes.
How it's bubbling and looking so good.
Yeah.
What has been the key to your success? Because this is amazing.
Well, we try to stay consistent with what we do.
Consistency.
The recipe worked
Custom service.
back in the first, and a lot of people miss it when you know you change something or try to add
Yes.
something. And when his brother formulated the sauce for the barbecue, and then we also do ribs.
Wow.
We have a rib sauce that's specially made, so that's our next step.
Wow.
Is he's
Marketing
planning to
our
market.
barbecue sauce. We have a demand for that as well.
Oh, my
Our barbecue
goodness.
and our rib sauce, correct.
Barbecue and rib sauce. So we have our whitings here. We have our crab. And now, which part is Ingrid going to be able to taste and tell our viewers how it
Well,
sample please?
Sure, we
Okay.
have.
I'm gonna get her a crab cake. and
Say,
put it on.
you let me have a crab cake.
I'm gonna give her a crab cake.
Yes, please. Because
And
I just love how you have this here.
We even give me your tongs, Lauretta.
I know. You put
Yeah,
them
right
away.
here.
And it's
Okay.
just bubbling and it looks so good. Oh my gosh.
Take the crab cake and put it in the
Ooh,
pan.
ooh.
Take the bread out the pan.
See now, and the thing about it is that usually I like to say, oh, I hold the bread, I don't want any bread. But if I know you fixing bread like this,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I want the bread too. Oh my goodness.
And the crab cake has already been deep fried. We'll just warm it up so it'll be all the way through. It'll be nice and hot to eat.
Oh my
And then we get you a fork and after you can taste that.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. See, everybody's gonna want to do a television show that has food. Get to eat. And what it is that it's so fresh. It really just makes a difference.
Oh yes.
You know, and I think once you eat this wonderful fresh food, and I know for myself now, I might have to think twice how I'm fixing this fish. So where do you get your fish?
We have a distributor that comes out of North Carolina, well, two of them actually. And they bring us fish on a regular basis. And if they can't, they're really sad because we do a lot of fish. We do anywhere from 1,000 to 1,200 pounds of fish a week.
Per store.
Oh, per store?
Yeah,
Yes.
we have 4 locations.
Oh my goodness. So let me ask you a question. So what about, like, we had terrible snowstorms.
Sometimes that affects it. They can't go
Okay.
out in the boat.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that fresh?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
He's heating up some barbecue too.
Oh, thank you so much. I've been so hungry. I knew that you all were coming. I said,
Yeah.
well, I don't really need to eat anything right now. Oh, look at that. That's wonderful. You know, I just so you're consistent. You don't change your menu.
Right.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Here is
Oh my gosh.
taste of homemade barbecue.
Oh, right. Let me just.
And
Oh
our
my
crab
goodness.
cake.
Oh my goodness.
Melts in your mouth. You ain't got to chew it.
But you don't chew it.
Don't have to. Tender. Meat tender all the way through.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I've heard about barbecue that melts in your mouth, but I've never actually tasted barbecue.
Right.
This is barbecue that's melting in my
barbecue melts
mouth.
in your mouth. Yeah.
Oh my word.
You can tell
Some
how
people
fresh
garnish
is.
it with hot sauce, and then they put coleslaw on it.
Yep.
And some people just eat it plain.
It has a tangy taste that
Right.
I've never tasted before.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
It's a mixture of the North Carolina base as well as the Virginia base. North Carolina base is a vinegar base. The Virginia base is a more of a ketchup base, tomato base. So we did both, combined both into our sauce and made it. So folks who come from North Carolina love it because we got that base. Folks who come from Virginia love it because we got
Yeah,
both.
because
So
you
it's
have
delicious.
both.
Yes.
And it's not heavy or,
No.
you know, sometimes I've had sauce, it's kind of like barbecue that's sauce heavy.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
But
Correct.
but the texture, the meat,
Yeah.
not so
Tough.
hot.
Sometimes it's tough.
tough.
Correct. We sell it by the pound too. And we have a lot of folks who just come, look, I just want all the barbecue I can get. You hold the bread, just give me the barbecue. And that's our crab cake.
And this is the crab cake, one of my favorites
Yeah.
too. So you can say, Ingrid, everything your favorite, huh?
Well, Ingrid has good taste.
Heavenly.
Yes.
Thank you.
The crust,
Yep.
Yeah.
Protects the meat inside so it won't
oh,
be
it's
burned.
wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, that's why.
That's why.
Because I never had it like that.
Yours is normally the white color on the outside. Ours, we make the meat on the inside so it tastes nice and fresh all the time.
Oh, absolutely. It's just as fresh as it can be.
Yes. Yes. Always
Oh
like
my goodness! And you prepare the crab meat yourselves?
Most
No,
of the
it's done
time
for
when we run out, we do. But most of the time we have to. We have a distributor who makes it for us.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And our breader, we put that together. That combination is ours.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
With our own
It's
bread.
not on the market.
Yes.
Oh
So that's
my-
why a lot of people were, well, where do you buy your breader from?
you can't get it on.
We mix it. No, you can't get
Yeah,
it on
you
the
can't
market.
get it on the
Yeah.
market.
We make it up.
Yep.
You make it up. Oh my goodness. The recipes, tell me the history of these recipes. How did they get started?
Okay. I came from a family of 10, at 4 brothers and 5 sisters, so we had a really big house, and all of us could cook a little something, and we all liked each other's menus. So my brother Hawk, his name was Frank. His name is Frank, and my father named him Hawk. So when he got together and made a barbecue sauce, it was so good, and then we made the barbecue along with the sauce. Then we had the idea to look, we can open up our own restaurant, and we can sell to everybody else, and we can eat free. So that.
We can eat free.
And then when we found out how much of a demand and how popular it was, we kept opening up stores after stores, and we were packed. And our hours from anywhere from 11 in the morning until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my word.
So weekends we were open all night long. We had crowds of people all around the block. So our recipe became very popular, and we've been
So
doing
it's
it
a
for 50 years.
truly, when you say family owned,
Yes.
Right.
invented, and
began.
everything, it's
Correct.
all from
Yes.
the family.
And we had no experience in the restaurant business whatsoever. We started off as entrepreneurs, and we grew from there to where we are now.
Wow. Oh, outstanding. And who are some of the people who have had your barbecue?
Lauretta?
Well,
Lauretta?
we had the privilege of serving Mrs. Coretta Scott King
Prescott.
when she came to Richmond.
Oh, my word.
She wanted some soul food, and it was a Sunday, and she said, I just have a taste for ribs. So his mother was living then, and she said, give her whatever she wants.
Whatever she wants.
Let her have whatever she wants. And we went by the store and picked up a tray of ribs for her and set a table for her, and she enjoyed it immensely. She loved them.
We also
Yeah.
served the CIAA tournament.
Oh,
it was
my
in Richmond,
goodness.
Virginia for the previous 4 years. And we opened up a store just in time for that tournament. And we served the food like you would not believe until when they left. They stayed a couple of days to buy more food.
They stayed a couple. now that's something.
We did
Now
the
that's
Capitol.
something.
We do the Capitol. We did the Capitol Jazz Festival. We did the Black Family Reunion. We did that
Yes,
every
yes,
year. And we also done the Arts Festival in Fredericksburg. We did that quite a few times too.
Oh, my
So we've been up north quite a while.
You all stay
Yeah.
really busy.
Really busy,
Oh
correct.
my goodness.
Correct.
My goodness.
Correct.
Wow. And now, how do you make your French fries? I'm a big French fry person.
Okay, we use Idaho potatoes because Idaho potatoes are a better brand of potatoes. They don't burn as much as other than it keeps its taste longer. And then when we fry those French fries, and then when they're still warm, some folks want them Cajun. So we have a Cajun season that we put on that fry. So it won't burn you, but it gives you a little kick, a nice little kick.
Oh my
Then,
goodness.
of course, you can use ketchup or hot sauce, whatever else you want to put on there. We'll let you.
Salt, pepper.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
If you want
So
that.
you're in Richmond, Virginia, and what's your website?
It's bestbarbecuerichmond.com.
.com. Yeah.
bestbarbecuerichmond.com. May I sample the French fries too?
You know, let's put some in the fry for her.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Because I would like, and that's fresh fish.
Yep.
Yep.
That's the fish.
I could make.
I got your plate for that.
I could make room for that.
Yes,
oh
you
yeah.
can.
Yes, thank you so much.
Just because that's a stack of plates. Just get one there.
Nice, thank you.
All right, I can get fish here.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse my hand, but I'm gonna take him by the tail.
Oh, take it by the tail.
I
have fresh
fries for her.
All right, I'll drop some fries for her.
Oh, extra hot, extra hot. I'm gonna let it cool for a minute. Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh, yes.
It's wonderful.
And it goes
So-
down to the bone.
So when you were developing your recipes, did you test it? You know, how did you do
The
that?
customers test it. Because the only thing that really counts is not how much you like your barbecue, it's how much they like it, because they're the one that's buying it. And we had such a demand, we were running out of barbecues. So we had to buy more, get more ovens to cook them in at night, and we all made sure if they weren't done right, we didn't sell it. So we all did them the same way, all day long cooking, all night chopping. And we didn't take a shortcut. We didn't put it into a meat cleaver that's automatic. We chopped them by hand. That's why
all the
the barbecue is so fine. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes
that's
it
why
fine.
it's so fine.
Yep. And then we season it while it was hot, and that makes a big difference.
Oh, this is delicious. And you know what? I like to eat this because I might have to share.
You make well, we got more.
Oh, there's more. I don't have to gobble it up on set.
No,
Okay,
we have a lot
that's
more.
a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the fries, long house fries.
And could you put a dab of that potato salad
I
on
sure
it?
can. I most certainly can.
Because it's kind of hard to eat fish without any
something else. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
How about some coleslaw too?
Please, please. Oh my goodness. So, all right, so I'm out of the fish cooking business. I'm out of the crab cooking business as well as the potato salad cooking business. Oh my word. Delicious, delicious. Wow.
And we
So-
have, go ahead.
Okay, so this is
I
how
got some
nice.
hot fries for you.
Oh, yes, please. So the thing about
The
it,
tongues, Lauretta.
when I saw the French fries, I said, you know, I'm like so crazy. So I'm saying, oh, are those frozen? where they get them fries from? Not knowing that you had already peeled, you know, and sliced them up and already cooked, and they're to perfection.
And then melt in your mouth without any season.
We used to do what we
Wait a
called a
minute.
butterfly fry.
No season on them.
No season on them.
Just have to watch them burn your lip. It's
Okay.
fat.
Okay, don't be so greedy.
Yeah, let them cool off.
That's just a quality potato. You can buy something cheaper, but
So it's a
it's
quality.
It's an Idaho potato.
And that's
Idaho.
what it sounds like what you're talking about, quality food. So it's Idaho potatoes and fresh caught
Trout.
fish, trout.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Homemade barbecue.
Homemade.
And we have a dessert menu that's off the chain.
Wait a minute.
Off the chain.
I just didn't bring any, but our cakes are made. We taste every cake that we buy to make sure it's got the quality,
Our
and they're
pies
made
are
for us.
coconut, lemon chess, sweet potato, French apple. A lot of folks don't even make French apple pie anymore, but we have it every week.
No, they stopped. They have.
Yeah.
So now if I'm fixing things at home and I want to really be able to do that, you said Idaho potatoes for that.
Yes.
When you were doing your toast, you were buttering it.
Right,
Yes.
and then grill it in the frying pan.
On both sides.
On both sides. And if we're doing barbecue, you're chopping it up, you know.
Bake the butts all night long.
Wow.
Get them done. Then you take the
Bake
bone
it
out.
all night. Bake it all night long.
Take the bone out and chop it.
And fish, make sure your fish is wet.
Wet, but also clean.
Oh, wet, right. Yes, sir.
Head off, cut,
Make
clean,
sure
and
it's
gut it.
clean.
Yes. Yes.
Cut,
See how
was
white-
it cut it and gut it?
Yes. See how white that meat is? That's how you tell
Yeah.
it's fresh. Fish that's not real fresh, the meat won't be as white.
turn.
But that's really white meat. That's how you know it's fresh.
So when it turns really white, I hope our viewers are hearing this.
When you see blood streak in it, like a blood streak in it, that means it's going bad.
Really?
Well, the difference is when you cut the fish open, because he's closed up, right? So you know he's fresh.
Yes.
But when you cut him open, you have a certain amount of time to clean him and to put him in refrigeration so you'll stay fresh.
Right.
Oh,
We
my
have
gosh.
refrigerators that keep the temperature. So all of our fish, when we cook them, look just like if it's not white, we don't sell it.
Right.
We give
Yeah,
it
we discard them. We just
we discard 'em.
keep them fresh.
Well, I have to thank you both for being amazing on this show. Loretta, this is fabulous. And Melvin,
My pleasure.
meeting
My
you
pleasure.
and having you cook. My inspirational quote this time is from Julia Charles. Cooking is like love. It should be entered into with abandon or not at all.
Yes.
Thank you for watching Ingrid's World. And don't forget to friend us on Facebook or follow Ingrid's World VA in Twitter and Instagram. Hey, and if you missed this episode, watch Ingrid's World on YouTube or at ingridsworld.org. Cook something good today.